white liberals present themselves as less competent in interactions with African Americans.
Yeah, the white liberals are the worst out of everybody I have to deal with. Captain Manbun, like him and his mom in that video, I hate them whenever I see them. I go the other direction because I know it's going to be a bad interaction every single time.
Conservatives don't do it. This is the thing.
ABL is looking at the TimCast sideways because the conservatives are doing this right now with this so simple-minded topic that they brought up just because they got Anthony Brain Logan on the TimCast podcast with Tim Pool, and Tim Pool and his crew decided because they actually have a black man on the air for like the once and the never when they ever have something like this going on. They figured they might as well ask him every question they wanted to know about black people. But you guys talk about how the liberals is like down talking to black people, whatever. But that's what you doing right now, Tim Pool. Tim Pool's really out here tripping.
Conservatives, libertarians, they will just talk to you. And if you don't understand, they'll explain and they just talk like you're normal.
Right.
Liberals intentionally act less competent because they're racist.
Yeah.
They think that black people can't get IDs or figure out how to use the internet.
Yeah, that's the funniest thing. I've seen that. It's like, come on, man. You just go to the DMV. It's like we're regular citizens like everybody else.
My favorite.
They don't see us that way. They see it's the same way they see the migrants as the permanent underclass. Hey, you guys just work, clean the toilets. Y'all just do that. You're not really people.
In that Ami Horowitz video, my favorite interaction, I'll bring it up whenever I can, is...
Well, I think that's exactly right. They're looking at a lot of people like they're just migrants, you know. They don't have papers. They're not supposed to be here. They really think they're just going to put everybody on a boat and ship them somewhere one day.
I'm sure most people are familiar with this video. It's one of the most massively... Have you seen this one where... I think you were...
I've seen that, yeah.
Yeah. He goes to Berkeley college students and says, can black people get IDs? And they're like, no, they just don't know how to use the internet and things like that. Then he goes to New York. He goes to like Harlem and the Bronx. And then he asks them, do you have a phone? And this lady's like, yeah. Like, does it have the internet? She's like, yeah, why? And he's like, I'm just curious because these liberals are saying you don't have it. But my favorite is when he goes to this older black guy and he's like, do you know where the DMV is? Yeah, if you go up on 25th Street, you make a left. Like, of course he's giving him directions he knows how well.
This is like crazy. It's kind of funny, but it's still sad that Tim Pool ended up resorting into this like very, very old topic, very, very old substance matter, when you actually have somebody that can regularly participate with the regular topics you would have for the night. There's so much crazy stuff going on in the world, and you wanted to do a whole 15 to 30 minute segment on what? On how white liberals treat black people? Well, we're seeing how conservatives or conservative liberals, whatever you are, Temple, treat black people.
It's insane to me that they live in this bubble world, these liberals. They go to this, they're from white enclaves, they go to overly white universities where they stand up and say, we need to go burn down the city to save black people. And then when a black lady shows up saying, I'm just trying to get to work, they go, we don't care about you.
Right. That's the, I can't conceive of the method that you...
Yet Tim Pool is in this conservative bubble and thinks that all white liberals are the same. This is kind of funny. This is kind of like showing how bubbled off some of America is at this point, with them doing exactly what they're criticizing the other side of doing.
That you have to use to get from burning down the city to will save black people. Like, what are you talking about? What does it mean?
They don't really care about saving anybody other than themselves. In my opinion, in the video with Savannah, I think that dude and his mom were there getting paid. She's trying to get to work. He's like, I'm at work. You're in the way.
He's like, my check already cleared, man.
It's already clear. I got to stay out here. And they're watching me, so if I leave, I'm not going to get... Come on, what are we doing?
It's already in the bank. I'm smart. I get paid before I go to work. You go to work and then get paid.
Look, and a lot of it is proven, just like in 2020, that they don't actually care about the cost.
And that's why Tim Pool's cast switches over so quickly. Like you see, he's always getting new people. And why is Tim Pool always getting new people on his show? And he always got to hire outside help. It's because Tim Pool is like a horrible boss. He pays you before you even deliver the work. I don't know. Maybe I should apply to Tim Pool. How much money do you think he got for me? Let me guys know in the comments.
Cause that they're actually advocating for, especially on like the granular level. If you think about like what I mentioned earlier, like David Dorn in 2020, if you ask the average person who was out rioting during 2020, they don't know who that was. They don't know what happens, and they certainly don't understand why we would consider that a tragedy, right? And if you can't look at something like that, which is
Well, I feel like I just lost some brain cells, and since I lost some brain cells, you guys had to lose some brain cells too. We're going to analyze this a little bit more because we're going to observe how white conservative liberals, because that's basically what they are. They're just Republican liberals. Treat black people from we'll do a couple different TimCast interviews, and we're going to make fun of everything because you know why? This political stuff is like a joke now. I see you guys around next time. Peace.